Wow! I'm ready!
Where are you?
Going to DJ's in my car! BDL! Woo!
Hello?
You gotta be smiling, you gotta be dancing, you gotta be shaking that ass!
Woo! What up, Bellin? Mr. Ree. Welcome to the top 10, maybe even top 2 podcast on all of the interwebs. No need to fear, the Boken Boys are here, podcasting in your ear from the Square Mile City, Frank Sinatra's Backdoor,
Frank.
Hoboken, New Jersey. We are the Boken Boys. I am your chubby friend, Z, and to my right, as always, the affable, adorable, and amorous Bones.
How you doing, Z?
Pretty excited.
Yeah, we got a good podcast today, I think.
I think we have a loaded lineup. I love alliteration.
Loaded lineups.
Give me any 2 words together with the same first letter, and I'm excited.
Sexy shrimp.
Yeah, that doesn't really sound the same. Loaded lineup kind of has a better flow than sexy shrimp, because you're pronouncing the sh in shrimp and the s in sexy.
All right, so you want it to sound you want it to sound the same. I get it.
I'm not going to be like, if it was the coitus chorus. That doesn't actually sound terrible.
No, it doesn't.
All right, a few notes here to start off. John Taffer's new show came out.
Woo!
We will give you a review on that on our next episode.
Shut it down!
The first...
Is that what he's going to yell at people that are going through divorces or...
The name of the first episode is Maybe You're Just a Horrible Wife. That's the name of the first episode.
That's the best. Of course they picked this up.
So
whoever wrote this pilot is wonderful.
We haven't watched it yet. We're going to watch it this weekend. We will report back to you on our next episode to either give you the Boken Boys stamp of approval or the Boken Boys never watch this again.
It's John Taffer. We're going to be giving a stamp of approval.
Probably. Now,
spoiler.
Also, for our next show, we're going to probably be a big bag of dicks because we are flying out to Austin tomorrow for a nice little bachelor party for the person we shouted out in the beginning, Mr. Ree, a.k.a.
Mr.
Ellen,
Ree.
a.k.a. Ellen DeGeneres. And I want to remind everyone to follow us on all the social medias. We are at Bones Boken on Instagram and Twitter. We are at ZBoken on Instagram and Twitter. And our main account on Twitter is at BokenBoys96.
We'll be coming out with a Instagram Boken Boys shortly.
Yes. And that'll be where we will share everything. Share us, subscribe, unsubscribe, download, delete, re-download, rate us, review us, but only if it's a 5. If it's not a 5, then shut the fuck up.
4, I can see 4. It's like I look at
no,
food.
Just 5s.
I mean, but when you're looking to order food, I go 4 and up. I'm not a. There's always the people
never,
that complain.
Ever
like,
look at that.
The people that complain and give 1 stars that says, "I love the food. It was delicious." But I'm giving this 1 stars because they said it was going to be 63 minutes long, and it was 82. It was 82 minutes long.
It took 3 minutes quicker than it was supposed to, and I'm mad about them for being more on time.
But the food was breathtaking.
Yeah, I never Yelp anything. I never read any reviews pretty much for literally anything in my life because I just don't care what other people have to say. I don't like, well, I actually do like a lot of people, but I don't care what other people, random people have to say. Pretty much if you're going on to write a review, I don't want to talk to you. Like, not many people, well, you write reviews sometimes, I feel like.
I've never written a review.
Okay, so maybe not. But you're just a troll, so.
Yeah, but I troll people, not like I don't troll, and especially I would never write a bad review.
Okay.
Because people figure it out on their own, and I would also never write a good review because if it's that good, I don't want anyone else going there. I only want myself to know about it.
Yeah, I've heard a few podcasts where they've pumped a certain bar or place to eat, and then just mobbed for like the next couple months. So.
Decreases quality. They're really good at the current capacity. You need to slowly ramp up. You can't just all of a sudden go to Google.
Yeah,
like
that's a good point.
Yeah.
I want to just give a quick take on The Bachelorette. It was on Monday. I just have a couple notes for you, Bones, because I know you really care. Just like how much I care about hockey, you care about The Bachelorette. We had Jed, who is a singer-songwriter. He admitted that he only came onto the show to elevate his platform.
Oh, really?
So
shocking.
He was there for the wrong reasons.
No.
But
really?
He told her. No one ever says that. That's the line in the show. Are you here for the wrong reasons? And it's always like you're an asshole thing.
But everyone else is lying and he's telling the truth, so who's the best guy in that situation?
That's a good point. This
Jed.
is the first time in history that anyone has said that they were initially there for the wrong reasons to the Bachelor or Bachelorette.
Do you think the producers are like, all right, Jed?
Well, this is one of the coolest dates I've ever seen in the show. Celebrities always want to go on there. That's whatever. They went to the garden, a TD garden, or their practice facility, and played basketball with Scary Terry and Jaylen Brown.
Really?
It was awesome.
That's pretty cool.
Jaylen Brown sat
Much bigger
down
budget
Hannah.
than Double Shot.
Yeah,
Family.
yeah, way bigger.
Well, they do take a private plane. So.
The lead sat down with Jaylen Brown, and he was just giving her eyes and giving her good advice, but clearly staring at her and into her. I thought she was just going to jump on his lap. It was pretty awesome. Imagine
that would have been great. The show just ended right there.
Jed got cucked by Jaylen Brown live on TV.
God damn it, Jed.
And then the
That'd
other
be a great episode. Jed got cucked by Jalen.
That's the title.
Jalen cucked Jed.
The only other note I had, the whole episode was pretty much about Luke being a dick to Luke. So,
To himself?
No, there was Luke. I don't even know the letters.
Whatever.
You know,
Okay,
there's
so Luke
two
doesn't
Lukes.
like the other Luke.
Luke, they played a game of rugby, and Luke, basically speared and form tackled this guy to the ground, the other Luke, and then they had words about it, and then he totally lied about it to Hannah. It was a lot of drama. I yelled at the TV because I was so angry at the Christian Luke that God talked to him in the shower. That was the dick.
Do you yell at the TV during the Bachelorette or Bachelor the same way you yell when you lose on a backdoor 3?
No,
or
no.
a backdoor, a pointless fucking point.
Nothing can ever compare to losing or winning. Well, mostly losing on the
Knicks,
last second shot.
The Knicks get the 3rd overall pick, got into the
RJ
top.
Barrett. Well, there was one time the Knicks lost a 14.5-point cover because some Wayne Selden took a 3-pointer from half court. He faked. There was time was running out. He faked handing the ball to the referee and then shot a 3 with no time left, and he hit it to get a backdoor cover for them. I lost that.
So you lost that bet.
I wasn't happy about that one. You always remember the big ones. Kyle Federico, fuck you.
It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
D-Day, 75th anniversary today. Any thoughts, James? Any thoughts, Bones?
Thank you to everyone that served in every war, including that one. That was tough.
Correct.
Without them, we wouldn't be here, obviously.
All of the troops in all of the wars, but not both sides, just our side.
Well, yeah, the Allied forces.
Yeah. I don't even care about Britain or...
They're part of the Allies.
No, I don't. I'm saying I only want to care about our troops.
The U.S. troops?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because then Russia's pretty bad now. And,
I mean,
we would have to thank Stalin for murdering
hold
20
on.
million of his own people.
Yes, that too. But if we kind of do, actually, because if they had conquered Russia, they would have turned around and just destroyed Britain. But
True.
if Britain had folded like France did, France folded like a
France does.
like a card tower, and that wasn't glued together, and somebody just quickly walked by and blew on it lightly. That's how quickly France folded.
I want to embrace my heritage here. The smartest country in World War II, Czechoslovakia at the time. Hitler said, "I'm going to invade you," and they said, "Okay, no problem. Take half my land," and that was the end of their battle. Pretty smart. Pretty smart.
They gave away their country just constantly.
They gave
Russia,
away half
Germany,
their country.
They just give it away.
But they all lived except for the Jews. But everyone else lived.
That's true, except for whatever population was Jewish.
So you had something you wanted to talk. Pete Rose was on Mike Francesa the other day.
Oh my God! So Mike Francesa may have resurrected his slowly diminishing career that was great before he left, and started to be terrible for a year. And he might have just unbelievable day. And I'm going to backstory this, not with Pete Rose. I will tell my Pete Rose story after.
Okay.
Funhouse, back after this, got in a heated tweet battle with Michael K, back and forth.
Who was defending
So
who?
Funhouse tweeted Funhouse makes fun of Francesa.
Yeah.
It's back after this. They
Yeah.
make fun of Francesa. But he said, look at what Francesa did. He said that Pete Rose is coming on first, and he's talking to Pete Rose at 4 today, and Michael K is talking to Pete Rose at 3:30 today. So I don't know if Francesa understands time. And then someone tweeted, it's like, Michael K's is recorded today. He's not live. And he goes, oh, shit, I didn't know that. And for some reason, like, Michael K just went off on him, calling him, like, you're just looking for your 15 minutes of fame. Why are you tweeting this? And at the end of it,
Does he know nothing about that Twitter account? It's just a straight-up parody.
No.
Account.
He knows. He actually talked about it on the next show the next day. Not that show, the next show that he recorded. He was very angry, and he was telling his Michael K supporters to get at back after this. And
yeah, that'll go over well.
I was like, this is like Mike's time to shine. And then he dropped his interview with Pete Rose, and they got down to the nitty-gritties. And just a quick clip.
Yeah.
30 seconds
This is
or
awesome.
So.
We're down in, as you may not know, South Vietnam is a jungle.
He went to Vietnam with Joe DiMaggio on a tour.
Yeah, 23 days I lived with Joe. And it's so hot you can't sleep, and all of a sudden Joe says, I got to take a shower. I said, Joe, we're not downtown Saigon. We're in the damn middle of the jungle. He said, I don't give a darn. I'm Joe DiMaggio. I got to take a shower. So the only way you could take a shower there is a guy had to get up on a chair, me, have a bucket of water, pour it into this canvas
Pour it over
thing,
his head.
pull the chain, and the guy underneath took a shower. I gave Joe DiMaggio a shower. Now, the best way to describe Joe DiMaggio is he was a penis with a man hanging from it.
I don't know that there's any funnier comment Pete Rose has ever said.
A penis with a man hanging from it.
Yeah. I laughed so goddamn hard. And I was like, oh, my God. And I listened to the rest of it. It's all fantastic. And Francesa was probably just like, fuck it. Say every nasty story you've ever had, like everything you've ever had. We're going to blow up right now. They're going to jump back to number one.
This is a great time for Pete Rose because he's crazy to begin with, and now he's getting old. So he didn't give a fuck, and now he doesn't even know that he doesn't give a fuck. So it's just going to get worse and worse, or well, better and better for us.
Oh, by far better. So I'm going to tell you my Pete Rose story, and I actually wrote it out to make sure I get everything right.
Oh, Bones reads.
Bones notes.
Bones notes.
So I was at 2 or 3 years ago, I want to say I was at a military fundraiser for the Wounded Warrior Project. Pretty cool thing, and shout out it is D-Day, but
very apropos.
Very, very cool fundraiser. Got to meet Captain Florent Groberg, who won the Medal of Honor. Not many of those guys that are actually living. A lot of them were giving posthumously, if I said that.
Posthumously.
Posthumously. Yeah, I can never say that word.
I think every single person that's alive is 90 and up.
Well, no, now it's a lot more because of Afghanistan, Iraq.
From D-Day, I'm saying.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah. So that was really cool. What do you think the fundraiser was, the format was for the fundraiser?
Chinese auction.
No, gambling night.
Gambling night with Pete Rose.
With Pete Rose. And I'm like, when I saw this, I'm like, I have to go to this.
He leans into it now, which is great.
Hysterical. So to meet him or get a picture with him, it was $50,000. Obviously wasn't paying that.
What?
To sit at his table, his blackjack table, it was like $25,000 to sit next to him. So obviously not.
It was more money to get a photo with him than to play.
Well, because you get to keep the photo. He signs it. He does all that. You're just sitting next to him during.
I would have rather just had the story and gamble.
And you're not really gambling because it's your money, and the only thing you get is tickets.
You know, Pete Rose has found a way to gamble.
Oh no,
he was real gamble. Yeah,
he was there the entire time. I want to say 3 to 4 hours that I was there. He didn't move from his blackjack table.
Well, why would he?
He's wearing white cowboy boots, a baggy button down, like it's one of his 3 shirts that fit him.
Yeah.
And an all-white Cincinnati Reds hat. Like, a lot of fucking gold chains and really nice watch. And I had the opportunity, somebody stood up from the table, and there was only one other person talking to someone else, and he was still playing. And I'm like, let me just fucking go sit down.
Yeah.
And I sit down, I was like, hey, Pete, not supposed to be here, but let me shake your hand real quick. Thought you were a great baseball player. Should be in the Hall of Fame. Good luck with the gambling. And I got up and walked away. He was just like, thank you, and then walked away. I don't want to bother him. I don't want a signature. I don't want a picture.
I respect that.
Yeah, just wanted to jump in there. So, yeah, that's my Pete Rose story, and it was an incredible night, even though he didn't move from the blackjack table or really talk to anybody.
I don't think I would have expected him to.
It was wonderful.
We got to get like Pete Rose and Lenny Dykstra to have a podcast of their own,
God.
and they could just talk shit to themselves and each other the whole time.
I mean, producers after that Francesa interview, they might be like, let's get these two guys on there. I don't know if Dykstra isn't he in jail right now? Like
he's always in and out of prison.
Yeah, so I don't know if Dykstra's going to be invited. But Pete Rose,
the GOAT, quite possibly the best to never. Well, he's probably the best. No. Well, Bonds would be the best to not go to the Hall of Fame.
No.
Probably Bonds.
He would be second.
Bonds pre-steroids was in the Hall of Fame.
Pete Rose has the hits record.
No, that's Hornist. Oh, no,
No,
Pete Rose.
it's
Yeah,
Pete
Hornist
Rose.
Wagner
It's
was
like
2, right?
4,200
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
Which-
Ichiro has the most together.
most combined with Japan, but that doesn't count. Japan uses a smaller ball.
He's
Not,
still-
not even kidding. The Japanese use a smaller ball,
Well, they have small hands.
which doesn't make sense that they translate in like pitchers. Like, how do you translate if the ball is a different size?
That
Your
makes no
pitch is
sense.
Completely different.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Huh.
all right. So what are we getting into here?
Next up,
Oh, we're going.
you got to buzzer me, bro. We're going. You got to pay the troll toll. We are going to jump into. Bones had a day on Twitter today.
7-hour day
7-hour day on Twitter.
while working. It was intermittently throughout the 7 hours that I was jumping on Twitter.
And I kept getting screenshots from you all day long, and I was like peeing my pants. I'll describe it as Bones pulls up his Twitter. Liz Gonzalez from Barstool Sports tweeted out a video of a car turning, and I'll read you the tweet. Driver almost hits biker. Biker gets confrontational. Driver takes biker's phone, proceeds to run him over. Driver should be in jail along with his bodybuilding.com shirt.
So I respond. I think I was the first response,
It looks like on here you were the first response.
which sometimes you get a little lucky
Yeah.
when you're a troll. So I responded with aggressive move by the driver, but was the biker in the right or the wrong at the beginning? Did he cut the driver off? Lots of things missing here. If I've learned anything about bikers, and bikers, I mean bicyclists, cyclists, not
They get
not
very, very butthurt if you don't call them by their proper
correct cyclists.
loser title of cyclist.
Cyclists. If I've learned anything about cyclists in New York, it's that they never follow traffic laws. And Gonzalez responded almost instantly.
Yeah, I got it. Rarely am I on the biker side, but that driver almost hit me and Ellie. We were both crossing, and the biker was right behind me and was also almost hit. I kept on moving. The biker did not.
And I responded with, which nobody read this one, which is always how the anger starts. Okay, so that guy in the car is a psycho with some serious small dick anger. Thanks for the detail. Exclamation point. And also, thanks for the detail. Says it like that. And I don't think anybody read it, so I was taking pictures and sending it to people.
Yeah.
But everyone went off. I was mentioned 300 times. I had people were very, very angry at me. You can pull up some of the ones
I'm trying
sent
to
you.
find the one. Wait, is that the one? That was the one with the most responses. I'm not seeing all of them right now.
Yeah, that's all. So everything, I had 24 people write notes, and then there's other notes, other responses underneath those.
I'm trying to pull them up right now.
Even a Brazilian bike company.
You know what? I'm gonna read the ones you messaged me because they were funny.
Okay.
I'm struggling. I'm not very good with the interwebs.
Yeah, it's okay. You only used to do it for a living.
Shout out Quinnipiac University. All right. So the first thing you sent me was that, and then the next one, aggressive move. Oh, you could read yours. You want to?
No, I already read the aggressive.
Oh
move.
yeah. So Neil Winkleman at Winky Biker. That's his handle.
Oh, hold on, I got to get to Neil. Go ahead.
He said, aggressive
so many
move?
pictures
Are
of
you
this.
fucking kidding me? The driver is trying to kill the guy. Nothing the rider did warrants this, and the driver should be in jail. The one thing I've learned about drivers everywhere is that they never follow traffic laws.
And my response was, maybe he was having a really bad day because he found out his significant other was in bed with a guy that bikes, and I mean cycles. Or a guy on a bike almost beat him to death like a month earlier at the same intersection. There are a lot of possible reasons he could have lost his mind.
This is why you are a good internet troll,
Yeah.
because if you give them a normal response back or even a nice one,
They stop.
They want to engage you.
They stop.
They want,
Yeah.
especially cyclists, they really, really want to fight you.
They do.
Then
They really do.
There was this guy, Kurt Ma, at Kurt Ma, and he said, "Oh, get bent, idiot. New York drivers are the worst. What the fuck do you know? Just start blaming, don't you?"
And my response was, get bent is a wonderful diss. That has left my vocabulary, but I am bringing it back. Thank you for that. And then I threw a gif in of I'm bringing it back.
And then to that one, Eric Helms responded, "Ladies and gentlemen, I've officially found the most..."
Retweet with a comment.
Yeah, I've officially found the most pathetic internet justification for a man intentionally and maliciously trying to run over a cyclist in #BikeNYC. Seriously, Bones_Boken?
I don't know what I responded with. I'm too many pictures deep right now.
I didn't have one there, but
Okay.
what is Bike NY? Like, that's how you know
Oh,
you're
yeah.
a bike rider,
Yeah.
if you #Bike NYC.
So let's read the it does not matter, and we'll end with this one because this is a good one.
Do I have that one on here?
Okay, just read the top. So somebody commented, I don't know.
I got it.
Yeah.
Okay. It does not matter. There is no excuse to use a car as a murder weapon.
My
And this is
instant
the classic response.
Instant response. So you go back in time to 1927 Germany. You're in your Mercedes. What a lucky person you are. And you see Adolf Hitler is crossing the road in front of you. You're saying that you wouldn't run him over?
A great question.
Yeah.
This is the classic. Would you go back in time to kill baby Hitler?
Yeah.
It's a classic. One a tale of old, just as
Not
old
even
as time.
baby. 1927. He is about to go full blitzkrieg right now. Like he is like prepping for blitzkrieg, and you got him walking across the road in front of you, and you know what he does.
This concerned Celia called you incel men's rights. Do you know what incel stands for?
I do not, but I got the men's right part.
The incel are all the virgins online that it stands for something, but they're all the virgins online that pretty much blame society for them blame women and society for them being a virgin, not themselves.
Yeah.
And they have a creepy Reddit and dark web threads.
Well, maybe I shouldn't have responded to that one. So my response was,
incel people are fucked up.
yeah. My response was #me too. I mean, no, sorry, #he too. Am I right?
That was a great response. We'll go into the incel movement one time because it's fucking hilarious. I'll do a little research for you. They're like
I was going to Google it. I
lunatics.
was like, fuck it, I don't need to Google it.
You go down a rabbit hole real quick.
Yeah.
But then from that, you sent me something from Jeff Bezos.
Oh, yeah. So we're talking now. Here's the debate: what people are worse, PETA supporters or PETA or whatever the fuck you want to call them? PETA. Great bread. Or
What is it?
Cyclists.
Something ethical treatment
people
of
for-
animals.
The persons for ethical treatment of animals.
NAMBLA, the North American Man-Boy Love Association.
Yep. They're
They
on
might
that
be
same
the
scale.
worst. I don't know.
Well, no, PETA's the worst in what they do. I mean, I guess NAMBLA technically is the worst because they're raping kids.
But they love them at least.
Yeah. Well, they love animals apparently.
Well, so PETA routinely just throws either paint or fake animal blood on people all the time. They might be, and PETA kills more animals every year than everyone else does, because they take pets into shelter and then they murder them because they don't have room or money.
Yeah,
to
no,
feed them.
it's pretty comical.
So they're just we'll do the euthanasia. We'll take it off your hands. Don't worry.
Yeah.
But we're gonna throw paint on you and call you an asshole.
Yeah, it's like if you wanted to give your perfectly good organ to someone as you were dying, PETA would say, "No, you can't give your organs to anybody. You must die," and kill you.
This is easy for me. Who's worse, PETA or cyclists? It's cyclists.
We deal with cyclists on a daily basis.
A landslide.
Yeah.
Just look at their Twitter responses. They
blew up on they didn't even read the next comment. They saw that first comment and they're like, "Fuck you."
there's a cycling community out there,
Yeah.
and they are relentless.
The fact that
and on
Brazil
Twitter too.
Yeah, it's crazy.
How do they have all this time if they're cycling? Are they practicing?
I used to kind of enjoy riding bikes. Now I'm never going to ride a bike again.
Are they practicing unsafe bike riding? Are they tweeting whilst riding? I don't know. That's a bad culture to be part of.
I don't know, but they have some really, really funny ones, Twitter pages. But this also, my anger towards cyclists, whatever the fuck you want to call them, stemmed 6 or 7 years ago. I got hit by a bike in New York when I was illegally crossing the road. Because that's my big argument is if you're not, people are like, "Oh, I've been to New York once, drivers are crazy." I'm like, yeah, but you don't see what bicyclists are like.
And pedestrians.
Yeah.
Everyone just runs through the
Yeah.
crosswalk. It's especially homeless people. They're the fucking worst.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, nobody ever
They're
hits them.
begging you to hit them.
Correct. And cars stop for that. Bicyclists wouldn't stop.
No, yeah, bicyclists
They get as
keep
close
going.
to them as possible.
That's how you know you're from around here. If you see a homeless person crossing the street, you do everything in your power to stop and let them go be crazy and go through past you.
Yep. So that guy that hit the bicyclist is the 0.01% of people. You get angry at bicyclists, but I'm not going to fucking hit you. That's psycho.
He took it a little far.
He took it far.
But
The bicyclist wasn't in the wrong. He went
I
through the lane.
kind of like it. I'm so supportive of it.
Yeah, he was having a bad day. As I said, he was like, "Fuck this!" He was just done with it.
Honestly, every now and then,
And he was wearing a bodybuilding shirt, and he was a big meathead.
Yeah.
So everyone's commenting on his meathead status.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I need someone
You
to
be you.
I don't want it to be a regular person. I want it to be a big meathead so it's easily thrown away. My point is, I think that maybe once a week a cyclist just needs to get run over by a car. I'm just, I think that's appropriate.
In New York, I mean, so I got hit by a bike, and the guy went flying.
yeah.
I was walking legally, and all he yelled out was, "Do you want to die?" And I had my headphones on, so I kind of heard it, and I just looked over, and I ducked and put my shoulder up, and he had one of those little thin bikes.
Yeah.
So his bike hits me, and he just goes right over my head flying.
Was he wearing the full jumpsuit like a fucking
yeah.
loser?
Oh yeah, and the
Oh, my
helmet,
God.
everything.
Look, I'm sponsored by UPS.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Fucking losers.
Probably roided up, too. That's why he yelled that as he's blowing through a red light. And I just continued walking to work. Had a couple bruises, but that guy was way more hurt than me. I didn't stop. I didn't even look at him. I just kept going. Went on with my day.
I want to start on Twitter maybe the anti-cyclist movement. And it's not...
That's definitely there already, man.
But not to make fun of them, like because I can't ride a bike. I want to do like the I can't ride a bike like Twitter and see how much of a following I get, and then we can battle with the cyclist group on Twitter. I think that would be pretty awesome.
I can't ride a bike, and I'll never want to.
Yeah,
like something like that.
Cycling is for losers.
Yeah.
I never learned how to for that reason.
Oh man, I mean, yeah, you could blow that up.
When I was 6, I knew better than to learn how to ride a bike and be like you.
Yeah, that's I love it. Let's do it.
All right. Carb on Carb. Take it away.
Oh, man. So 2 people sent me this. Shout out Hypothetical Bob. Shout out Dodo Bird.
Shout out.
Yeah,
lady and
it's
gent.
crazy. 2 people in the same day. So let me bring it up for you real quick. So this is, and I think you've already seen it,
I did see it.
a gnocchi sandwich.
I was tagged in multiple times on Facebook.
Yeah, which I'm pretty angry about because just send it to me so I can bring it up to you. They literally call it on Delish Total Carb Heaven, and this is in New York, so we could get this. And even I mean, I don't even need to show it to you.
I saw it a few times.
I'm for it, but at the same time,
That's a
gnocchi
heavy...
itself is like I eat a bowl of it and I'm done. I've never I usually eat 2 to 3 bowls of pasta.
It's thick.
It is just. That is a lot of carb, and I am totally for carb on carb. This is just a disgusting amount of carbs. Why put it in a sandwich? And it's like in a thick bread, like a nice thick.
Yeah.
It's like a pizza.
It's a pita pocket, but like a 6-inch pita pocket.
Yeah, it is. It's like it looks like a slice of pizza rolled over and then
with
stuffed.
a gnocchi.
Yeah,
I mean, this is an
it's
easy
a gnocchi calzone.
I love gnocchi. This is an easy no for me, obviously. But what if if you put potato inside of a ravioli, that's a carb on carb, right?
Technically, yes. So
Thank God
you're
I've
talking
never-
about a pierogi, is what you're talking about right now.
Yeah, but what if it was like a pierogi's a certain shape?
They're all the same. So pierogi, dumpling, it's all based off the same thing. It's just a different shape. They're all.
Are there any types of ravioli that do have a carb in them that wouldn't be gnocchi, or gnocchi's not, but that wouldn't be potato based?
Yeah. Ravioli? Yeah. Lobster ravioli. You ever had lobster ravioli?
That's not.
Oh, you want a carb.
I want a carb inside. This is the only one is potato, and that's not even.
I mean, this isn't a ravioli, though.
No, I know. I was just thinking out loud.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I don't know.
Okay. So you're not going to eat this, and shockingly, I think
You're out too.
I have never really ever been out.
Are you coming over to the dark side?
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
That didn't sound as good as I wanted it to.
No. We really got to work on the audio quality.
Yeah, I don't know. This whole plug-in thing isn't working as well. Well, I'm out on this,
Who would have
too.
thought 2 guys recording in your bedroom would have this poor of audio quality?
Yeah, it's annoying. Sorry about that. Either way, I'm also out on this. This is the first carb on carb. I'm going to eat it.
Welcome.
No. I'm going to eat it, but I'm going to eat the gnocchi out of it. Like, I'm going to pull it out and eat it. I'm going to do what you would do.
I do. And then all the sauce would be sitting on the
But
bread.
then I would
and it would
take
be
the
like a
bread-
pizza without the cheese.
Correct.
It's not
But
a bad
this is
idea.
a situation where you can do that. Anyway,
You have
I don't
to.
want to talk about it anymore that I'm out because I'm always in, so goodbye.
I just wanted to give a quick diet starts on Monday update. It'll be 3 seconds. I cheated on my diet for breakfast on Monday. I lasted 8 hours.
What time was breakfast?
Sorry, 6 hours.
What time was breakfast?
Where was I on Monday? I remember I cheated on Monday.
Well, yeah, you had gotten...
I was home. I was already at work. Yeah, 6 hours.
Yeah, because we recorded Sunday.
6 hours.
Yeah.
I had something real gross. I don't remember what it was. I just remember eating
You
it.
came back from a wedding and like you're fucking hungover.
I was still hungover, so
Yeah, but it wasn't a holiday, so you can't count that. So that's your diet. You failed.
6 hours.
As fast
That's
as humanly
the
possible.
shortest I've been since I've been on this show.
All right, good for you, man.
I like sports, and I don't care who knows. We could start with NBA Finals Game 3 if you'd like. Actually, no. I want to talk about this first.
I want to talk about this.
In 2011, I believe it was, when the Celtics were in the NBA Finals. Do
Okay.
you remember when Paul Pierce left the game in a wheelchair?
Yeah, and he came back
And he came back like 10 minutes
didn't he hit the
later
game-winning three or some
and played
shit?
really
Yeah.
well.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
like a Willis Reed type moment, except he played well.
Willie, my man.
A few years ago, there was a Reddit thread, and it was a conspiracy thread that Paul Pierce actually shit himself on the court. And the reason the wheelchair came is because he didn't want it to fall out of his pants. And they had zoomed in on screenshots because he wasn't limping ever. And they like zoomed in, there was like a brown stain on his pants. It was like a very good, in-depth Reddit conspiracy theory.
Okay.
Last night, Paul Pierce confirmed that he did shit himself.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's
How awesome is that?
it's 2019. We're a little bit more liberal right now. I don't know why. Liberal.
Up until now, it was like 8 years ago. He just let it go and marinate. And I used to always talk about this conspiracy theory to people because I thought it was funny. And it wasn't that plausible at the time because I was like, come on, who the fuck would do that? But yesterday he was like, yeah, I left something behind or something. And I was afraid of what happened. So they put me in a wheelchair. And then I got cleaned up and came back out.
So the turd didn't come out, or he sharded.
He stained himself,
Yeah,
in the middle of the game.
I mean, you get
How do
swamp
you shit in the middle of a game?
swamp ass, and you fart, and you don't realize. I mean, I've had that playing hockey. I didn't realize. I got back into
guess.
locker. Hockey, it's a little bit easier because you're covered up by full pads.
I would never
Any
let...
sport where you have no.
I never once, when I was playing basketball, ever farted.
You've never been hungover and fucking sharded your pants, sweating your ass off.
While playing basketball? No, not during an athletic event. Like during baseball, yeah, I fart all the time because I'm just fucking standing there. Like I'm not doing anything in baseball.
I don't know.
We'll go to... Why don't we go... You want to go talk hockey, Bones? We'll go to the Stanley Cup if you'd like.
Yeah. We are on. I believe we're going on to Game 5.
What was that hockey graph you sent me on Hits the other day? That was a troll move. That was kind of funny.
Total hits between the NBA and the NHL playoffs, or NBA and NHL finals, and it was NHL finals 256 and NBA 0.
Cool. Cool.
It was a troll move, and it was by the Spit and Chicklets
laughed.
guys.
I actually laughed.
It was funny. But yeah, all the comments were even better because all people were defending the NBA on it. They're like, well, they've only played 2 games. And I'm like, well, that's because you're slow as shit.
Yeah.
But it's still a 0, even
Hockey
through those
was still
2 games.
averaging like 100 a game.
Oh, my God, the series
80
is-
a game compared to 0 a game.
This series is fucking wild. The
Well, that-
Blues are beating it's tied 2-2.
Yeah.
Because the Bruins blew them out in the 3rd game, and then the Blues in the 4th game. Though they only won 4-2 and pushed my over. I had over 6 mid-game bet.
Didn't Chara break his nose or something?
Chara broke. I believe he broke his jaw, but
jaw, yeah. He's
I was
playing, they said.
Yeah. I mean, because he had to get a wired shut before he could play.
Yeah, so
I've had a broken jaw, so I know how this kind of works.
Yeah.
But you knew right away when he came back and he was on the bench and he had a full helmet on. Broken nose, he probably would have had it on, but it would have been noticeable. It was his jaw. It was very noticeably. I took a puck to the face. That's the second broken jaw in this playoffs. Both teams. The Blues have had one last series.
And now the Bruins.
And now the Bruins have a broken jaw.
Interesting.
How many NBA players have played through
broken jaw?
Stub toe.
Kobe Bryant played through a torn Achilles.
Okay, yes, Kobe did do that. I'll give, but
He played.
Kobe is
He played the 4th quarter, and then
Yeah.
he was out for a while. But he didn't know he tore his Achilles, which, from all accounts, is like one of the most painful injuries ever. So he's just such a will. Like he has such a strong will. That was kind of cool. Outside of that, no, that's about it.
Okay,
Maybe someone's played through like pink eye once.
was that you?
Actually, no, they wouldn't probably let him on the court.
Probably, definitely not. They wouldn't let him in the locker room. That would spread so quickly.
Oh, I've got to go. Dwight Howard this year played through anal sex pain.
Oh my God, I forgot about that. That's amazing. He's a 6'10" bottom, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. That was one of the
6'10", 6'11" bottom.
Yeah, that was one of the funny our group, like that literally spread through our group, and we
That was
used that
great.
for anything anyone said that was a little gay.
Dwight Howard was allegedly banging a tranny,
If you forget, everyone knows this, but it's been a while.
and then he kind of just stopped playing after that.
Yeah, he's just disappeared. Remember when the Nets picked him up for like a day and then dropped him for cap space?
That was before he went to then the Wizards, I believe. But
Yes.
a quick NBA trade. Our hometown Nets traded the 17th pick in this year's draft,
Where Brooklyn at?
a 2021 first-round pick, lottery protected, and Alan Crabb for Torian Prince, and a 2021 second-rounder, the most significant part of the trade. They now have max cap space room to get one guy, and if they get rid of D'Angelo Russell, they could pull in a second guy. And there was an article yesterday that Kyrie Irving said, I prefer the Nets over the Knicks.
Well, that's because of James Dolan.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing.
LeBron's like crying right now. He's like, why does nobody want to play with me?
And we had game 3 last night.
Well, with just Steph Curry playing, it was just him.
He had a great game. He had 40,
Unbelievable
47
game.
or something like that.
And he was like 98% from the free throw line.
He played really well.
Dude, he was, over 50% from 3? And he
Yeah.
took like 15 threes.
They were just overmatched, though. Toronto won, pretty much led gate to gate. It never got within, I don't think, 6 points in the fourth
Iguodala
quarter.
had to play like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
That is not... He
He's a
didn't score a
geriatric.
point for like the first 22 minutes.
They were playing like Bogut with Jordan Bell at the 4 and like Iguodala. They had 4 guys who couldn't shoot in the floor with Steph Curry.
Bogut looks like an out-of-shape dad that hasn't played sports in like 17 years. And like his new friends at work were just like, hey, do you want to come play pickup with us? And he's 6'7", and he's just standing there and just smacking the balls. He can't jump. He can't really do anything, but he's there.
2 years ago, he joined the Cavs for their playoff run, and he went in the game. He checked in the first game. He lasted 34 seconds, and then he tore his ACL. He had like the worst luck ever.
That's pretty bad.
It was like late in the season too. Like he was just hanging out. They signed him, immediately tore his ACL.
Yeah, I mean he wasn't doing anything athletic probably.
Foreshadowing for Le'Veon Bell.
All right, so going back to hockey, Game 5 tonight, big game in Boston. Go Blues! Blues were part of the second.
Cool.
Fuck you. Blues have been to a lot of Stanley Cups back in the day in like the '60s. Have never won one because they ran into Montreal. This one, if the refs don't call stupid fucking bullshit penalties on them, I think they can just beat the shit out of Boston until they win.
I'm going with the Bruins winning tonight and the series because Dave Portnoy sold his soul to the devil.
That is true. He did it for Boston, which I
It's
respect.
admirable.
I respect that, but I hate Boston. And
I would do it for Hoboken if we had any teams.
Hoboken High. All right,
Yes,
let's
yes.
move on from sports.
All right. Coitus Corner!
Coitus Cornahh.
Many stories. We'll start with one that you had about ass eating.
Oh, we're going to do the ass eating right
You
away.
want to start
So,
on that one?
My question with ass eating is, who the fuck was the first to ever do this?
This is an easy question.
Why would they do this? Why do people enjoy this? And what's your thought? You know the answer to this?
This is the easiest question ever.
Okay, who did it?
It started in 150 AD when a Catholic priest decided to lick a boy's asshole. I can tell you the exact time.
Oh, man.
It was written in the New Testament. And on the 8th day, he
licked
ate
his-
booty of a boy.
That's why there's no 8th day right now. So I mean, I got a little high and thought about this.
I've never done it. I wouldn't do it. Like I don't want to eat shit.
Yeah. So this is my theory, and
not
like
doing it.
This is why I won't. So almost every guy has undoubtedly taken one or more poos that were so gross they actually contemplated or did shower afterwards.
Oh, I sometimes when it's real
Right.
gross, I don't even bother wiping. I just go right in the shower.
So
I'm filthy.
a portion of us men have to believe that the same does not apply to women, right?
Well, yeah, but it definitely.
Well, the reason is because that's the only way I could, if I didn't
Yeah.
believe that I could intentionally suck butt.
It's like-
If I was so ignorant, I actually believe that women don't have those disgusting poos where they think about showering or have to take a shower. It happens.
Maybe-
It has to happen.
Maybe it's like the 1% of population that actually believe that girls don't poop. Like there's probably
they're so ignorant. They're like, well, I mean, my last girlfriend said she didn't take a shit.
Yeah.
She doesn't shit. So, and I've never seen her shit, so she must not shit. I'll eat her butt.
there's got to be like 1% of the population named Jim Bob in Arkansas. It's like, well, she don't shit, so I'll do it then, boy.
Like, no, I've licked a butt, but not.
Full out eating ass.
Yeah, I've
we
not
have
been like. Yeah,
we have friends that have eaten ass. We're not going to say their names, but we have friends that enjoy it.
we have quite a few friends that like want to eat ass. Like their goal is to eat ass.
But I have a feeling that our group would be the anomaly because I can't think that many people in this world.
There's literally it's ass eating season is a thing.
I think that's a hashtag joke.
I don't think it is. I don't think it is.
I would need the girl.
There's a lot of guys that are not in our friend group that I know that literally will say, "Yeah, I love eating ass." Who loves eating ass? Think about what you're doing.
She would
That
need to
girl
get like a
coulda had-
colonic and then
I didn't need to know what
spray, strawberry spray.
I need you to write down the things you ate today and the things you ate yesterday.
She needs to go on a 40-day cleanse of not eating and just eating celery.
Yeah, one buddy was like, "Yeah, well, she bleaches her butthole." I'm like, poop still comes out of there just
Yeah,
because you bleach it
there's
doesn't
still
close
shit.
it. Doesn't close it.
Gross.
Yeah, so that's a little gross.
What was the other one you had? I believe all you told me was
I have
scissoring.
I
That's
have-
all you told me.
I have two more.
right.
Another. This is technically a deep thought.
Okay. You want to
Again,
save it
I
for
was-
deep thoughts, or do
No.
you want to? Well, for next episode, deep thoughts.
Yes.
All right.
No, I won't save this.
Okay.
So I was a little high again. 69ing is just a competition to see who can come first. Coincidentally, women win this 69% of the time.
Is that a true stat, or that was just one of your deep thoughts?
That was one of my deep thoughts.
I would say it's way higher than that, but I like the numerical
Because
iteration.
it is. I know that was high. Again. It is like if you've ever 69, if you get her in the right, so you get her going, like she stops sucking your dick. She can't suck your dick at that point. So then you're just sitting there with her mouth kind of over your dick, get a couple.
That's a good point.
Like it doesn't. It's whoever is doing it best wins the fight.
It depends on how much hand she's using. Is really what it comes down to at the end of the day.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter if you're really doing your job. If you're getting in there, like if
not.
you want to win,
I'm not.
I'm a pretty competitive person,
I'm
and
not
my whole
doing
goal
well.
is to win.
I'm probably not doing well in this competition.
That 69ing is also a dangerous place where you could end up at a butthole. You very easily end up at a butthole. You might just have a butthole forced on you, depending on what she likes.
If it's two guys 69 you, they have to do it sideways because otherwise the one guy just chokes and dies, right?
The other guy is getting mouth fucked.
What if a
face
fat guy was on top? Like the guy down low is just dead.
Well, the fat guy wouldn't. I mean,
Well, I mean, you never know. There are rules to these things.
how
I don't understand them. All right. Anyway,
Okay, so one more topic for me.
go for it.
Question for you: scissoring. You know,
Okay, I know what it is.
You know, great for women.
I scissor all the time because I have a very tiny penis.
Yeah, and your thumb. You know, dry humping.
Yes.
Do women dry
Invented by the Mormons.
Do women dry scissor?
Oh.
Is that a thing?
Oh.
Very serious question here. And I asked
Like
Madison.
jeans on jeans scissor. That can't. I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess it's. I feel
mean,
like
I'm
if
gonna
you're
find it.
under 18,
I'm gonna-
it happens all the time. Just like
Dry scissoring? Well, dry humping
'cause
happens.
Dry humping happens when you're like under 18 for
Yeah.
the most part.
Yeah. But don't you think like a lot of times like if it's two girls,
Dry
they still
scissoring.
one just it's natural to just get on top and like start like
I
rubbing all
wonder.
over.
That's
Yeah.
interesting.
Dry scissoring.
That's a great deep thought.
Yeah.
/ coitus corner.
Yeah.
You need to get high more often.
I'm getting high every night these days, so you will get some more things. And I also need because Madison. My question to her was if your best friend, it was a life or death situation. She said, "The only way I'll live is if you scissor me every day for the next year. Would you do it?" And she goes,
Clothes
"Yes."
on clothes scissor?
Yeah.
Just regular scissor.
She goes, "Yes, of course, of course." She's like, "She's my best friend. I'm not gonna let her die." I'm like, "All right, just want
See,
to make
like
sure."
if the role reversed and it was like I gotta suck your dick every day for a year, I'd be like, well, it's good
wouldn't
knowing you, Bones.
I wouldn't ask you. I wouldn't ask anybody. I'd be like, I guess I'm dying. I'm not going to ask anybody.
Because you know you'd just be rejected. It's the fear of rejection.
I don't even know who I could ask to do that. I would ask Lee as a joke and be like, all right, man, you don't actually have to do this.
As long as like it had to be like one of your straight friends, that would be like the
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. I can walk into Maddie's salon and literally just be like, all right, 1 year.
I'll give you $1,000 a day.
Let's not get out of hand here. Come on.
Moving on, science. There was a science report that said it takes women 13 minutes to bust a nut, and the only thing I have to say to that is, I wouldn't know. It's because it's already over. That's all I got to say.
Yeah. 13 minutes, huh?
That's quick. Well, I mean that's long. I mean that's
Very
very
long.
Very long.
I don't know. You've run into both. I mean, at least I have. Like some come real quickly, some don't come at all. Most, and then some take some time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's a ridiculous. How do you get those stats? Like there's a survey that comes out. We'll give you a $10 Dunkin' Donuts gift card if you fill out this survey.
I know. Imagine there's a scientist out there who's just in a lab and he just brings women in and he just sees how long it takes them to come. Like that's his job. And every day is just make women come. And
What is he
he's gotta
using, though? What is he using?
He's got a stopwatch, a feather, and a dildo, and like a vibrator, and he's just going at it. And then he's like, end time.
Ooh, 12:22 this
Yeah.
time. All right, we're getting closer to 13.
Either I'm
closer to
getting
me.
better or you're getting worse. The only other thing I had was...
It's so dependent too because every guy's different. People, whatever. I'm sorry.
And clits
Continue.
are all different sizes.
Yeah.
NJ Minister used exorcisms to sexually abuse men.
Men. Keyword.
Well, I told you, 150 AD, ass-eating season started by a Catholic priest. So now, it's not as easy to do it, so they have to do it under the, feign exorcisms
But
to do it.
these men had to be so crazy that whoever was living with them or like their parents or their significant others, like they were still living at home, like whatever it is, they had to be like, and so Christian.
Yeah.
That they needed to bring in a priest for an exorcism.
I feel like this happens in like Italy 100 years ago, or like a Spanish country.
Alabama last week.
Yeah, with a televangelist.
Yeah.
I'm going to take you on my private jet, and we are going to have an
Mexico.
exorcism sex. I mean, just exorcism.
Yeah.
No anal.
No,
All right.
no sex. All right, we're done. That was a good Coitus Quarter.
Great quarter.
Going up.
Word of the day.
Ooh, I'm excited.
The word is Charizard.
Yeah, Pokemon.
I like this theme that we're going to have here where I want you to try to guess what it is.
Oh, okay. Charizard. This is really interesting.
It's spelled exactly like the Pokemon.
Okay, so it's the number one Pokemon.
Well, according to you.
Well, that was like growing. I wasn't
Yeah.
a Pokemon guy, but
I was
I knew
a Squirtle
every
guy.
I wasn't I didn't play Pokemon.
okay.
I was one of those guys that like didn't get the whole.
I
card
was
game
cool.
thing.
I played Magic the Gathering instead. All right, so what's your guess on Charizard? I have 3 or 4 definitions, so you actually might get it.
Okay, so it's when you put your dick on a grill until it's fully charred, and then piss on a girl's chest.
That's a really, really good guess.
Is it
It's not
close?
one of them,
Oh,
but
damn it.
You're 2 for 2 on these guesses. Like that would make sense to
I
me.
mean, I'm over 2, but, it
it makes
could
sense.
Be,
Yeah,
it could
I mean,
be a definition.
these definitions are from some like asshole in his basement, like who's like 11. And he's like, oh, go look what I got.
Yeah, and his name is Billy Fucks Porn.
Yeah.
69.
Do you want me to lead with the best one or the worst one?
Best one.
Best one.
I
Well-
need my instant gratification.
While having sex with a girl with pubic hair, you light her pubes on fire as
Fuck, I've
you
heard this.
ejaculate. Your semen will put out half of the burning hair, and afterwards, while she is flapping her arms around wildly, you have to scream, "You don't have enough badges to train me!" And then you run out of the room. The top 4 definitions pretty much all said that. So this is like a thing, like a full-blown thing with lots of comments and likes.
So then I'm fully wrong because this is like now
This is like an actual thing that people say.
I need to look like in the dictionary if they have like alternate definitions and this comes up.
Yeah,
that'd be
for
hysterical.
Charizard.
Yeah.
Now, the other ones weren't that funny, but there's just a couple other ones. It was a fucking bitch that never listened to Ash until Charizard lost. Then the next one was a monster shit, explosive diarrhea to the maximum level. I can kind of see that. And this one was my second favorite. A Pokemon with an elongated neck, giving it the ability to suck its own dick.
Charizard.
So that's Charizard. Not our
Wonderful.
best, not our worst, somewhere in the middle there. You don't have enough badges to train me. Do we want to do quick hitters now? And then if we have a little time left, we'll do hypothetical Bob. So quick hitters.
Yeah.
The Jeopardy guy named James Holzhauer, he lost. He had 32 straight wins and finished just $58,000 shy of Ken Jennings' record, which was $2.52 million.
Which is great. I thought he was going to destroy that. But Ken Jennings was on for like 2 years.
He won, I don't even know what it was. I should have read the article, but it was like 70 straight games or something.
And then Ken Jennings wins all like the Tournament of Champions. I am so excited for Tournament of Champions.
They're going to have a showdown between the two of them. I think a one-on-one, like live primetime event. Like it might be a like 2-hour marathon session of Jeopardy. Jeopardy, sorry.
Well, real quick, fuck whoever leaked this. Who leaks Jeopardy?
It was leaked.
It was leaked.
Well,
like
they
6 hours before the show.
They wanted maximum viewership.
Yeah.
Like they wanted it.
And it's like, I looked at it, I was like, fuck you. And I'm like, fuck, it's leaked. He definitely loses because he's won every other one. Now I know that he loses. And he fucking lost. I'm like, God damn it. But that's what happened. So
it was a
Ken
great
Jennings,
run.
That's why Ken Jennings' run was longer and he won more, as he wasn't gambling. This guy, when you gamble, you eventually lose. That is, no matter what, the house wins. So you will eventually lose. He won. He beat the house.
There was a Reddit theory that he was a plant. And
There's a movie about that, but continues.
Oh, yeah, quiz show.
Yeah, quiz show. Literally is that about that.
And the reason was they said Trebek was going to die of cancer, we all thought. So so they put this guy there, and they let him. They're like, all right, you're going to go on the craziest run ever, but we're not going to allow you to beat any of Ken Jennings' records. And then Trebek announced last week he was fine, and now this guy loses to possibly another plant.
Very interesting.
So
I like that.
I'm not saying it's true, but it's out there.
I like that theory.
There was a man seriously hurt in downtown Austin with a scooter accident.
Oh, boy. Scoots. So, just to go into this, I actually read part of the article, I guess. I'm never a full article reader. I don't need all the stats. I don't need everything.
I'm a headline, and if at best, maybe the first paragraph.
So apparently in Austin right now, which we're traveling to shortly,
We'll be there in 12 hours.
They're averaging 3 accidents per day on from scooters, and it's I didn't read if it's from cars hitting scooters, if it's from fat people falling off and like rolling down the road.
Probably just tourists like me who don't know how to ride the scooter, and they just get.
Yeah, you've been there. I haven't been there yet. You said there's just scooters everywhere,
all over the place.
We may, based on the temperature, because it is a low of 92. The lowest it's going to get is like 92 this weekend, and that's tomorrow. And then every day after that, it's like 95 to 100 every single day.
Did you just fart?
No. No? Why, does it stink?
Oh, a little smell.
Interesting. Weird.
All right, and then we have the Hoboken Roundup in quick hitters here. There's a Hoboken Billiards opening up on 10th and Grand. Are you excited?
I am. It is open. No liquor license yet. I'm sure they'll get one.
There is one for sale.
Yep. It's pretty damn good rates. It's on the 3rd floor, but it is like, from the pictures I saw, massive
pretty
space.
Nice, yeah.
Yeah, this is after like 9 years since the old Hoboken Billiards place closed. So I'm pretty excited about that. They have ping pong, too.
There was a picture of the Dykes of Hoboken, which are a group of lesbians.
Happy Pride Month to all our gay friends.
Yes, we are very gay, lesbian, transgender, whatever the other acronyms are.
We're proud of you.
We're very pro of you. Do they take pictures outside of Dykes Lumber all the time? Like, is that where they're... Imagine if the Hoboken
Dykes
Club
two and two
meets outside of Dykes Lumber. That's their like meeting place. And Dykes Lumber just like, yeah, whatever. We know what's going on. It's fine.
That picture, I don't think I've ever laughed harder. And like, that's an awesome... I want that fucking flag that they have.
Yes. Well, maybe
Dykes Lumber did make it for them and was like, you know what?
This is your meeting place.
Is Dykes Lumber still around? Are we sure about that?
Yeah, 100% it's still around. It's like on 18th. It's like one of the first things you see coming into Hoboken.
There's one in my hometown.
Dykes Lumber?
Yeah.
Oh.
So there was one. I don't know. No, it's not. It's in the town over. I don't know if it's technically that.
Then we have a follow on our Twitter from Ravi Bala.
Shout out Ravi.
Shout out Ravi Bala.
Yeah. It's going to be a lot harder for us to really beat you now that we like you.
Yeah, we're pro Ravi Bala right now. Even though we're going to beat you in the 2020 election, if that's when it is, we're happy that you're following us.
Yeah, and I mean, he's making more changes. Even though a lot, I don't agree with the scoots and paying $350 for
he's shaking
parking.
it up.
Yeah, he's doing something that hasn't. He's getting new water mains that are. How many years overdue?
55 years overdue.
Yeah, 55. Isn't it the oldest in the country?
It's got to be.
Yeah, it's.
They did
outside of Flint, Michigan. We have which if you know anything about Flint, they have some water issues. We have the oldest water system in the country. I'm going to stick to that.
Now,
so that's coming.
The other one we had here was a pro Ravi Bala thing. He's fighting a court case to the Supreme Court about high-rise apartments on the water. I believe it's like 14th.
Yeah.
And it's like high-rise, and he's fighting him to make sure they don't come here for safety, and probably just because people are complaining about,
Well, yeah, because the high-rises that are already there, the people at like wherever they're putting it, there's already high-rises there.
Yeah.
And safety does make sense. And, the water issue, until that's fixed, we shouldn't be building any more apartment buildings. That's what it comes down to. Like, if you go to the other side of Hoboken, closer to the Jersey City Heights, they put up a new building every 6 months.
Yeah.
So, but very, very into what he's doing. But he is trying to build a $250 million park in place of where they're putting those.
All right, so Ravi Bala, we're gonna give you a shout out right now. So shout out Ravi Bala.
Shout out Ravi, big Yankees fan. Go Yanks!
Your scooter form was impeccable.
It was pure scooterist. If you ever see Z's form, very opposite
terrible.
of that. Apparently he can't put one foot in front of the other and actually do anything.
No, I'm not. I have no balance, and I'm not buoyant either.
It's incredible. How can you not put one front foot in front of the other? It's so. When I saw that video, I was actually just angry because I wasn't
blame my
even
biology.
Like
it's an internal biological.
You're like a bowling ball. How do you? I guess that makes sense then. If you're a bowling ball,
I'm a very low center of gravity, and I have great balance while I'm on the ground. As soon as you take one of my feet off the ground, I might as well just be dead. I'm falling down.
Can you stand on one foot?
Not very well.
Okay.
Telling you what, I need to be on the ground.
Okay. All right. Let's end this.
No! God, please, no! No!
What the fuck?
Fuck. Fuck.
That was some bullshit. Come on. You're better than that, Paulie. How do you do Marissa like that?
I don't even know what to say. This is
I literally
instantly after the episode. This is our
I
reaction.
literally threw my headphones
He did.
on the table.
He screamed like he lost a bet, and he threw his headphones.
And I just said no about 100 times
No!
very loudly.
Yeah.
What the fuck, man? Come on. Look, Brittany, I like Brittany a lot.
I can't hate that. I guess she lost to Brittany.
It was tough to watch her. She was very emotional right there at the end. I felt terrible for her. Marissa, though, come on.
Come on.
Susie, yeah, good dump off. We don't care about Susie. She was, as they appropriately called her, Snooki 2.0.
I mean, I don't know. I'm so disappointed.
I'm outside of just pure rage and frustration. I'm speechless. I'm in a glass case of emotion.
I'm trapped in a glass cage.
We love you, Marissa. We're still trying to cope with the loss of you from this show. The show will not be the same without you. Mama way. First B-Lashes, and now Marissa.
Fucked up.
Darren is the last woman standing from the ECBC gang. Oh, my Lord.
My disappointment is immeasurable.
Correct.
That's all I can say. I mean, that was a lot went on in that episode.
Jeez. All right. So, in case you didn't watch,
Sorry, Marissa.
Marissa and Susie were eliminated. Their cabs are there. There are now only 6 women left. The MVP of the episode in a landslide was Darren. She stole the show.
Yep.
They open up. They're at the Omni Hotel for DJ Pauly D's event. ECBC is getting tuned up with Brittany as well. And then Susie, Nikki, Maria, Elise, and Elle just going to bed. And then when everyone goes to bed, the mice will play when the cat's away, which is very appropriate for Darren because the mice went away to bed and the cat went downstairs and started playing.
Ooh. That was an aggressive makeout.
Power move by Darren. Goes downstairs to Pauly's room. She says, I'm not a PDA person, but she is someone who makes out with Pauly on the couch.
That was
passionate.
How rock hard was Pauly after that?
Oh, he had to have been. How do you focus on your show after that?
He's like, fuck, I gotta go.
And you know what?
Turn the camera off.
Another reason why Marissa's the fucking best. She wasn't even mad. She was supportive of her friend. And after Darren then said she wanted to go up on stage with no underwear on, Marissa says, no one wants to see your naked Borat. Definitely made me laugh. You know, Marissa had a good episode too. I'm not happy.
Neither am I.
Nikki dropped an L-bomb. She said she loves Pauly.
She fucking said love.
Way
I
too
love
soon.
him. I want to marry him.
Way too soon. Elise looks at her and is like, bitch, it's been 8 weeks.
All right, let's change the subject.
Crazy.
Unbelievable. And then we saw it without makeup later in the episode.
Pauly's at a crossroads. He's like, I got one crazy one and one laid back one.
Yeah. Good quote.
Spoiler alert, we fucking want Darren to win, and we do not want Nikki, who they showed without makeup on in this episode.
I already said that. Scary.
Not great.
Very scary.
Not great.
And Team ECBC.
Team ECBC. Darren has not had sex in a year and a half. No one-night stands. She's a class act. We love her. Pro Darren Pod.
Pro Darren Podcast. Yeah. Go ahead.
Underrated. Snooki was referring to Brittany as the MILF all episode, which is kind of funny.
Yeah. Which is why they probably chose her.
Now, all right, so riddle me this. How does Elle survive in advance over Marissa? Elle's making out with both guys. She's playing both sides.
That's why. She, as I said, either last week or the week, whatever.
I thought it was a terrible strategy. You thought it was a good one. I guess you're smarter than me.
Well, I said it could either backfire horribly, like the second that happened, or they're both so competitive that they're like, "Fuck you," or I'm gonna win.
Survive in advance.
Yeah, and Vinny was just making out with everybody.
Yes,
5, I think, was the total.
No. It was Elle. It was
what the hell?
Elle, what the hell? Elle, Maria, and Elise.
Yeah,
one after the other.
Getting some ice.
Elise
going to pick up some ice.
Elise jumped on top.
Never used that one. I don't have a car though. So do you want to go walk with me to pick up some ice? I guess that would work.
What a pickup line.
Yeah.
I mean, they took all 8 girls down to the cab ceremony. Darren and Elle were called first. They both advanced. Then there was Susie up alone. She gone. Maria, Nikki, and Elise All three of them are safe before they called up Marissa. And after she gets knocked out, she says, "Peace out, shit show."
Awesome.
Fuck, man.
Great way to go out, though. Both ECBC girls that rooted, like, they went out gracefully.
Correct. Yeah, B Lashes. We love B Lashes. She's been awesome. This if Darren does not win, I really think the three of them could have the greatest
Well, yeah, we've talked about
reality show of all time. So
Absolutely. Like 1,000%.
that's all I got. I'm angry.
Yeah, so now we can't even talk about it because you're angry. We can't even break it down.
I don't know what else to say.
2 more criers this episode. Both criers stayed on. Maria cried to convince Vinny to go into a back room with her.
Make out with her. Yeah.
Yep. Britt Nene cried, and they kept her on. Because she said, I don't feel like I've had the chance to really connect with you guys on a personal level.
How about the
Marissa's face was just like, shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up!
How about the dichotomy, though, just of the dates? Like, they go to this dope club, Pauly D's spinning, like, there's a cool atmosphere, they're going out, and then for Vinny's date, they go to Staten Island.
I've been to this restaurant.
To Nunzio's Pizza. I got a question for you. What do you rate it on the 0 to 10?
So, I can't really rate it. It was New Year's Day, and
Hangovers,
I went from
whoa,
here to
Staten Island.
And I tried to eat, and I was like forcing things down, but I was feeling throw up the whole time.
All right.
So it was tasty from what I remember, but I was also...
Was this the New Year's Eve that you have your infamous picture of you sleeping in the couch?
No, this was a year ago.
Oh, okay.
New Year's Eve, right? Not this past one, the one before. Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so 2018 drop. Ball
Damn.
drop, yeah. New Year's Day, I should say, in 2018.
But Snooki showed up on their date. She was pretty entertaining.
Love Snooki.
Was calling, like I said before, Brittany was being called a MILF.
Snooki has a store in Madison, New Jersey.
Yes.
Right next to my hometown, Chatham, New Jersey.
You sent me a screenshot of what they sell in the store.
Yeah, I didn't know that, and I texted my sister about it. I was like, did you know she has a store? She's like, yeah, Jim, it's been there for fucking ever. Fuck you.
Do you think she's there
She
often?
lives in Florham Park, which is the town next door.
Oh, word. Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to work there.
Yeah. Florham Park?
Hashtag ADP.
Oh.
Shout out to the payroll service company. I lasted like 8 months there.
And you're like, I'm done.
Yeah. Well, I took a job at Quinnipiac. They had a onesie party then at night at Vinny's. Like, the dichotomy between the two dates was so jarring. It was just like total opposites.
What do you think they enjoyed more? It looked like they enjoyed the onesie party.
I mean, that
nice dinner, nice onesie party. That's more like,
That is Pauly D, though, and Vinny in a nutshell. Like,
correct.
They're
Vinny's
both
Vinny's
famous for totally different things, and that's why they're good friends.
Yeah. Vinny will be a good dad.
He is a good dad.
Pauly's a good dad.
Oh, Pauly's a good dad. Yeah, Vinny. Yeah, Vinny would be good. Vinny just wants a family, I think.
Yeah, but he needs someone to cook for him, so that's
and he wants someone to watch porn with him.
I feel like next episode, yes, that too. I feel like next episode they got to drop like, you all have to cook for us and see.
Oh, that would be a good one. Well,
and I don't know if that's sexist. I don't know if they can do that.
No, that's fine.
No, they have to do a cook-off between the two of them.
Oh,
like everyone.
Interesting. That wouldn't be that bad.
Yeah, maybe that's what's going to happen because we didn't watch the preview for the next week.
I have a question to ask you.
Shoot.
You had a theory that Darren won.
Yes.
Explain why. Or wins, I should say.
Social media. She's just traveled to, and this isn't creepy, just, on her Instagram.
Her Instagram,
whatever.
her Instagram stories.
Traveled to like Miami, going to clubs.
She'll be at Tropics next week with B Lashes.
No. Tropics is July 6th.
Oh, July 6th. She's at Tropics with B Lashes. Everyone go out and support.
Yeah. So we figure how many episodes are left?
Well, there's down to the final 6. They're either going to be...
Well, it'll be Marissa, B Lashes, Darren, Team ECBC will all be at Tropics.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a special guest DJing.
Probably Pauly D.
It's Pauly D. So Pauly D is DJing at Tropics July 6th.
So they have...
Or 5th or 6th, whatever date. We'll send it.
They have 6 left. So they have to... If they get rid of 2 next episode, then there's only 2 episodes left. Because the final 4, they each eliminate 1.
Correct.
So there's either 2 or 3 episodes left.
No, if they eliminate 2 next week.
Then there's 2. Yeah,
then
next
there's
week.
4.
Next week. No, yeah, but 2 and 2. They're each going to eliminate
1. So there's
1.
8 right now.
6.
Oh, there's 6.
6 now.
6 now.
They go to the final 4
Yeah, so
after
then
next week.
Yep.
And then they each eliminate 1.
And
so that's
by
it.
July 6th, when the 4th of July weekend comes around.
Well, let's talk about it. Who, out of the 6 people, you have Elise, Maria, and I guess Brittany are for Vinny.
Yeah.
And you have Nikki, Elle. Oh, no, Elle might be with...
Oh, what the hell? No, go ahead.
Elle and Brittany, I don't actually know who they're going after. Elle's making out with everyone. Brittany hasn't really decided. You have the front runners of Nikki and Darren, and then you have the front runners of Elise and Maria. It's very easy to tell you those are the four that are advancing. Elle's gone.
Unless something crazy happens.
Elle's
next week.
gone
They're
and Brittany's
meeting
gone.
They're meeting the families next week. That's the only part of the preview we saw.
Maybe
And
Nikki
you hate
goes
previews.
crazy next week, and
Maybe.
and then
Next week.
Darren just wins. I
I
don't know.
That makeout was like
That was
very
intense.
aggressive.
It was intense. I said, while the mice away, the cats
will play.
/ Darren will play.
Yeah. So yeah, it was a sad episode. Sad to see you go, Marissa.
It's so hard
There it is.
to say goodbye to yesterday, Marissa.
So sad.
We'll always be a pro Darren, pro Marissa, pro B-Lash's podcast till the day
Hell yeah,
we
we
die.
do. Hell yeah.
Even when the show's not here anymore,
Well, when their show's on, we will.
when their show's on, we'll be hardcore standing for them.
That's great because when their show's on, we don't have to worry about anyone getting kicked off.
That's correct. They have to all win.
God, that was rough. Good episode though. Come on, Darren, you got this.
Darren, you got to represent ECBC and take this home.
Yep.
Bonesy, that's all I got, man.
All right.
You got anything? Shout outs and anti shout outs. Would you like me to go first or second? A lot of indecision over there.
A little bit.
Whoa.
Wow.
I need to water.
Yeah, you really fucking screamed there. You lose your voice before the weekend. It's usually after the bachelor party weekend.
Might as well just start it off properly.
All right.
All right, man. First or second, you pick.
I'll go second. Go ahead. Lead us off.
Shout out to Mills and Mark Dantel, upcoming nuptials. Shout out to Yadam. Anti shout out to Yadam. Shout out to Mr. Ree. You have a nice bachelor party upcoming.
Mr. Ree.
Shout out to the Schley guy for planning it.
Heard Misha's coming to it. No, just kidding.
Looking forward to seeing all the boys down in Austin. Should be a good time. Shout out to the baby club, Luca and Amelia on her christening this weekend. Anti shout outs.
Oh, hold on. Let me get my shout outs in.
Okay, yeah, then we'll go to the antis.
Shout out to my mother.
Nice.
Always got to give
You're
her a
a great
shout out.
son.
Shout out to Team ECBC. Shout out to Marissa. We love you.
Shout out, Marissa. Huge shout out, Marissa.
Huge shout out for Marissa.
Huge.
Shout out to Darren. We started out before ECBC was even had built. We were pro
We
Darren.
were Pro Darren podcast.
And then ECBC
our
started.
instincts were correct.
Yes. I mean, we would hang out with them on a daily basis, probably.
Those are the three finest gals I've ever seen on a reality television
I've
show.
ever done seen. Yeah, me too. So shout out to you guys. Yeah, that's it.
Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at bones_boken.
Not doing it.
Z_. Oh, shit. I'm sorry.
So we're going to fuck that. Anti shout outs.
Yeah. I know. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you fucked it up.
No, I was going to do
You
that. and
fucked
then-
it up!
Then I was going to open up the anti shout outs.
Anti shout out to United for they keep trying to switch my seat from the end seat to the middle.
They
It
did it
literally,
to me,
like,
too.
I check it like 3 times for this flight. I kept checking it, and I'm like, you motherfuckers. So, like, I just waited till the day, and then when I
Huge
actually booked it-
anti-shout-out.
Just anti-shout out to them in fucking general. They suck.
Who does that? We picked the fucking seat. Give us the seat.
Yep.
No one wants to sit in the middle.
And then not giving you a carry-on, but making you pay for a checked bag.
No, I have a.
I had a carry-on, too, but only the small one.
Oh, true. You have a check bag.
Because I
That's right,
went
yeah.
through Priceline, so anti-shout out to you guys for fucking me because I thought I'd get the next level up. Whatever. And then I have to pay for a check bag, and it's, like, why? So I have to check a bag. Wouldn't it be weird if I just came on with a small backpack for 4 days? That seems weird.
Yeah.
A little sketchy.
Very strange.
So anti-shout out to them. Anti-shout out to Mr. Ree. Shout out to Sly for putting this all together.
Yeah.
Thanks, Sly guy.
Should be a good weekend. Anti shout out to Val's husband, to He Who Must Not Be Named, and the biggest anti shout out of all to John on his birthday.
Oh,
today.
yeah. Anti-shout out John.
I hope you were never born.
Or Jack. John, Jack. Simple ass Jack. Stupid ass Jack.
The question that's on everyone's mind
Laughing your ass off, farting in a bathtub.
is your son yours?
I don't think it's a question. We know it's
Yeah, that's a
not.
good point. That's a
Yeah.
good point.
All right.
So anti shout out to you, John. Yeah.